Troy, congratulations. What was the difference today?
You know, Jim, I thought we were incredibly well prepared. I commend our guys to no end. You know, Thanksgiving week, just their focus and their maturity, and yet, frankly, they've been that way every day this season. And we're fortunate early. You know, we came up with a key stop on our first drive on defense, and then to be able to convert 2 fourth downs, certainly the fake punt and then the long pass that ended up occurring with Bruin.
Was the fake punt you talked about during the week, or was it just at the moment?
We had that throughout the week.
Right. But, I mean, were you planning to run it today, or just thought this is the time to do it?
I just felt like I wanted to seize the initiative, and you always do, and then I thought we had an opportunity to convert.
The use of Josh Johnson and Kemper Hodges, I thought they really complemented each other today.
You know, they did. You know, it was tremendous on both their parts, and really they practiced like that during the week. We just said, hey, both guys got to stay hot and be ready to go, and both made some key plays.
You put a lot of pressure on Brousseau. He came to the stadium. He was in a boot walking into the stadium, and I thought you really took away some things that he wanted to do. I mean, they still moved the ball, but he didn't hurt you to the point where you were a one-possession game.
No, not at all. You know, in fact, Jim, really, I think there were only 2 long throws, you know, and, we're just where our leverage wasn't where it needed to be. But I'll tell you, you're right. We did get enough pressure and got near him, and I thought, you know, was the score part of it? Perhaps, but I think defensively how stout we were against the run was huge too, just where now you make it where pretty much you can go after them with your front.
Well, they only had 17 yards rushing, so you really put them in a position to have to throw.
Yes, sir, and was really, really good that way.
Troy, thoughts on the season in general? Not as many wins as you want, but thoughts about where this team ended up?
Yeah, just the marvelous experience that some of these younger guys were able to gain. You go through, especially in the secondary, even at linebacker too, and how hopeful that'll be. And then, just the way we had a good number of quarterbacks exposed, that were able to play college football. I think that's always a bonus down the road too.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Josh Johnson, our offensive player of the game, 4 for 4 passing, 104 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and also touchdown runs for Josh Johnson. He had a 3-yard run, 9-play, 45-yard drive. That was in the third quarter. How do you rate how you played today?
I think I did pretty good. It's not about me, though. It's about the team, and we ended with the dub.
The practice all week, you and Kemper going back and forth, what was the goal in mind in terms of how many reps each of you were going to get?
We have our own strengths. Kemper's 60 pounds more than me, between the tackles. He was good for us, and I was good on the edges. We complement each other very well.
You didn't throw often, but when you did, it was so effective. Was that because the running game was working so well?
Yes, sir. Shout out to the Hogs inside. The Diesel, they were putting in work for the pass to work on the outside.
How does it feel to finish the season for you in this manner? Been a tough year for you. Started, you got hurt, and here you are coming on late and helping get this victory for the team. How does it feel for you?
Feels good. Send the seniors off with a dub, get the trophy, and stay undefeated up here in Fort Collins. It's a good feeling.
Our offensive player of the game, Josh Johnson, thank you so much. Defensive player of the game, Peyton Zadroik, who had 3 tackles, stopping the run today. They only had 17 yards rushing. What did you do to keep them in check on the ground?
We just went back to the basics, focused on our keys. We ran a lot of outside zone drill today or during this last week, so worked that ad nauseum, just got it done, and it paid off.
You harried and hassled Brousseau enough that it seemed like he wasn't all that comfortable, and you got to him enough where he had to throw some away. I thought you did a good job with that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, everyone else, a lot of the other guys got some sacks and more pressures and stuff, so it definitely comes from everybody. But worked the inside enough that I got back there a few times. Couldn't get him down, but that's just kind of how it rolls.
Jumping out to the 14-0 lead, does that little comfort zone help you as you go back out there with that lead?
Yeah, no, 100%. It's just the main thing that we always have to harp on is that we just can't be comfortable with that lead. We always have to get 4 or 5 scores ahead, and that's just the way that I think that our defense lives. And we just have to make sure that we don't. Because, they scored 17-14. It's one score, you know what I mean? That can flip and turnover, flips the game right instantly. So.
Thoughts on the season? Not as many wins as you would have liked. What are you thinking about right now with the season coming to an end?
It's definitely bittersweet in its purest form. Like I was just talking about, this is my 6th season with a AF on my chest, kind of in the prep school. It's not the way I would have hoped the whole season would have went, but it's a nice way to finish it. So.
And you stayed healthy, which was tough for you at times, game 1 to game 12. You finished with 36 tackles. That's a career season high for you. And that's got to be gratifying because I know at times, last couple of years, you couldn't make it to the end of the season.
Yeah, it was definitely frustrating for me, especially just being driven crazy a little bit after those 4-week, 5-week stints. So it was nice to go through a year healthy. I just had to reset my body and just do the right things.
What's next for Peyton Zdroik?
60 days of leave. I graduate in December 19th, and then I'm going to come back, do my pro day, and see what happens from there.
Good luck to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.